Illinois Federation of Teachers is condemning a growing trend of disciplining educators over social media comments made about Charlie Kirk. The union says that about a dozen educators in Illinois have either been placed on leave or questioned by their employers. In Indiana, more than 24 public school or university employees are being investigated by the Indiana Attorney General. Their names shared on the AG office's Eyes on Education online portal. In recent weeks, the site has received hundreds of public submissions about Kirk-related posts by Indiana educators. The Illinois Federation of Teachers compares the AG's list to the Professor Watch list launched a decade ago by the organization Kirk co-founded Turning Point USA. That list accuses college professors of discrimination against conservative students and includes more than 24 educators from Illinois, some of whom told WBEC they have received hateful messages and threats of violence since having their names published.
Well, the man who's accused of killing the conservative activist showed up in court today.
It was a short hearing, though. His court-appointed attorney asked for more time to go over evidence.
Kaylee Schuyler was in the courtroom. She's joining us live now from Provo, Utah with the latest. Kaylee?
Hi, Terrence and Sylvia. So the hearing was only 10 minutes because the judge and both sides agreed that there's a lot of evidence. And with the crime happening less than 3 weeks ago, they say there hasn't been time to go through it all. The suspect, Tyler Robinson, appeared virtually from the Utah County Jail where he's being held, but his camera was not on. That was a change his attorney requested. Today's hearing was mostly procedural. The defense was supposed to decide if they wanted a preliminary hearing, which could determine whether the case can move forward to trial. But ultimately, that didn't happen today. It's not a mandatory hearing, but Robinson's attorney says based on everything she knows right now, she plans to request one. Robinson is facing 7 charges here in Utah, including aggravated murder, and that makes him eligible for the death penalty. His freshly appointed public defender, Catherine Nestor, is known as an elite criminal defense attorney and qualified to handle death penalty cases. She says she's waiting to get all the evidence in the case before she decides the next steps for her client.
It's my understanding from our meeting today that there is massive amounts of digital that is going to be coming, and until we can kind of get our heads around exactly what we're dealing with and how much we need to process, it's going to be difficult for us to give you a reasonable expectation of when we will be ready to do the prelim.
The next hearing is scheduled for October 30th, and that'll be another waiver hearing where the suspect is expected to appear in person. In Provo, Utah, Kaylee Schuyler, Fox 32 Chicago.